Well, this is the third one. Working Class Scum Intellectuals, 0003, broadcasting from my pelvis, where the laptop is propped up. I haven't perused any pornographic websites recently, you'll be happy to hear. The reason for this is because I'm old, I think, and I can't be bothered. And also, I've forgotten to look at them. Totally slipped my mind. Imagine being 15 and forgetting to think about pornography, or women's bodies in general, which is what pornography is, really. That's what pornography is. It is looking at, whatever, men, women, whatever species, obviously, the joke there. But that's what pornography is based on. Really looking at, it's not just that, but no, it's looking at people engaged in sexual relations. They don't have to be naked. Far from it. They can be dressed up as Scooby-Doo. Various furries. Saw a documentary today from the film festival about pups. Pups are young gay men. Well, some of them didn't look that young, They tend to be rather touchy about that, which is quite funny. But yeah, they were called pups, and they form packs of pups, and they've got it's a sub-dom thing. They're the puppy of their master, and they wear like puppy hats, masks, which are quite frightening looking, but you know what it's like. They wear a puppy. It's a puppy mask made out of leather, of course, with and there's a great scene where the guy goes in, I think it's on Castro, in the Castro district, or Castro Street in San Francisco, and he goes into the emporium of various perversions, and he's looking to buy a vegan harness. And he shouts that out. Do you have any vegan harnesses? So remember, if you are going to be torturing your nearest and dearest, make sure you're not torturing the animal world while you're at it. Keep it in the family, the torture. Obviously, I've got to work on my delivery. That umming and ahhing is going to wear off very quickly. At least I'm not going every time I speak. Or that's not a good one. I don't have a twitch, although you can't really hear that with audio. I guess you get hiccups. I guess I could do that. That could be my gimmick. Hiccuping through the entire 10-minute audio podcast. Actually, that's quite funny. I can use this to write material, actually, and that's what I might do, because it's good to get the old brain going. Is I can somebody doing a stuttering podcast. That's nice and insensitive, eh? A stuttering podcast. Why not? So, I'm actually going to be writing this now, as we speak, because I am a horrible person. It gives me ideas for stuff I'm doing, because I also, along with my heavily subscribed podcast, sometimes I do stand-up comedy to up to 3 people, including me, in the same room. And there's usually one out of the 2 is actually there for the comedy. So things are looking up. I keep plugging away. I'll give you advice if there are any comedians listening to this. I suffered from severe abandonment issues when I was dropped on my head from a gasworks by my primary carer, who was someone who was quite notorious in history. It was it was Svetlana Stalin. She took one look at me in my cradle, snatched me up. But then she got sick of me, like a stolen infant is not just for Christmas, or even though they celebrate Christmas on January 6th in Soviet Union, Russia, although they wouldn't have it, would they? Because that would be an opioid effect. What am I talking about? Yes, stuttering podcast. Is there anything funnier than that? Might be. I heard the world's shittest podcast, a support group for stutterers. Yeah, don't worry, you won't have to hear me type this, and I know it's not even that funny, but the world's worst. Oh shit, I have to spell it. Worst, okay. World's worst stuttering support group for stuttering. It is really liberating. Because when was doing other podcasts, I did about 5 of them. I'll probably do about 4 of these and then give up on this as well. Although this is more intriguing because no one knows who I am. The other ones, I had my name on them, so no one else knew who I was either, because nobody was listening to them. But there was a chance, so I felt a bit constricted. This, what are you going to do? Use voice activation software activation? And have tentacles come out of my Chromebook, go up my nostrils. I've actually probably run out of I've got a 10-minute mark, and I'm supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be intellectual. Let's see how much time I've got. 6:49. I remember I did this other ones under my real name, and I was running out of things to say because I was trying to be funny. And support group. Okay. That's not even funny, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I want to talk about more intellectual stuff. Most of this is, I realize it was just, I want to get stuff off my chest, moan about rich people in the media lecturing us all the time. I'm sure everybody is like that, so I thought I'd lecture you myself. Nobody's paying me to do this. Whereas they get vast sums of money, but they have to go to university and all the rest of it. I mean, it's a long slope, long incline to get where they are. But they're still annoying as fuck. I mean, Justin Bieber probably practiced singing a long time, and he still could take a headshot any time as far as I'm concerned. Any Lee Harvey Oswald mini-me's running around, that's your man. JB, not JFK. Now, see, I'm just finding my feet with this. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. It'll get there. I'm going to get subjects. My life has changed so much, I think. All our lives has. I used to write everything down with a pen. And I always felt guilty for using lots of paper. We don't have to do that anymore. The trees are loving the internet. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. Of course, the radioactive waves that the internet is sending out is probably, cutting the gonads off of a oak tree near you. They do have testicles, trees. I don't know if you're aware of that. I've stroked many. They don't look like our testicles. They're much more dignified. If you look at a man's testicles, they truly are the most ridiculous object of the human body. I mean, I'm saying, this might be controversial. I think they're more ugly than a vagina, Now, I know some of you are, that's just short food out your mouth. Hearing somebody actually say that out loud, that anything could be possibly more hideous and horrendously ugly than a vagina. But I think testicles are worse. And, in the right mood, vaginas are actually quite attractive, I think, if we're honest. Even penises. Apart from mine. Unless I get them dress them up and, apply makeup, foundation. You should write that one down as well. Making my penis look better. Yeah, there's something there. I want to make my penis more foundation, yeah. I was